Some extra attention is being asked of drivers with another big milestone planned for the Port Mann Bridge this weekend. Greg Harper is there. He joins us live from the Surrey side of the bridge deck with more. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. Well, this is a big change that is coming, and it will impact drivers heading west out of Surrey onto the Port Mann Bridge, which we are observing here this morning. This is a change that will happen overnight. So starting tomorrow, if you are heading west out of Surrey to Coquitlam on Highway 1, you will use separate dedicated westbound lanes over the Port Mann Bridge. Exit 44 to Coquitlam is being relocated to just before the 152nd Street interchange. So this means if you're heading to Coquitlam, you need to make this decision in Surrey now.
Anytime we do a traffic pattern change, we ask drivers to slow down, be aware that although the new bridge has been open for quite some time now, it still is a construction zone. They need to be aware that there are changes. Take their time on Monday morning and watch for signs.
So this change is taking place on the weekend in the hopes it'll make Monday morning's commute a smooth one. All 10 lanes are expected to be open on the Port Mann, by the way, by this summer. Kyle?
Greg Harper live this morning in Surrey. Thanks for that, Greg. Well, there are lots of questions about money management if the yes side wins the upcoming transit vote. So local mayors have arranged for a certain billionaire to act as a caretaker.
It is important to make sure that it's not nobody's money, it's somebody's money, and you treat it like your own.
If the 0.5% tax is approved, Jimmy Pattison and an oversight committee will watch over the money. They'll make sure it's spent on transit projects it's supposed to. The move comes with continued public distrust of TransLink. It's hoped Pattison's presence will add another level of accountability to the process.
Isn't that a great thing? Isn't that exactly what we're looking for, that kind of strict accountability? And we're saying to the public, that's what we expect, is a real serious analysis of the work that is being done.
Well, it's business as usual at Port Metro Vancouver this morning. It took more than 24 hours, but that stubborn container fire has finally been extinguished. The fire was essentially contained yesterday afternoon. Crews waited until the wind shifted before opening it last night. All that was left was a bunch of ash inside. The fire department officially declared it extinguished with no further risk to the public. The cause is being investigated while the response to the emergency is going to be reviewed. That includes how the public was notified.
This is the closest we've come to a major evacuation across part of our city in many, many years. And so, you know, practicing these experiences, learning from them, taking back the constructive feedback is a fundamental part of our quality assurance.
The fire has put the contents of shipping containers back into the spotlight. The one that caught fire was carrying an industrial-strength disinfectant from China. The city wants to know more about what is being shipped.
We've voiced those concerns directly to the federal government, along with many other cities across Canada, and there's a lot of work ongoing to ensure the movement of hazardous materials is transparent, is tracked, and that our first responders know how to deal with it.
Elsewhere, no one has been hurt following a two-story blaze in Surrey's Panorama Ridge neighborhood yesterday afternoon. The fire broke out just after 3 o'clock. An exact cause still not known. The home received extensive damage as the roof actually caved in. 8 people managed to make it out okay. Well, a legendary voice in local broadcasting has been silenced. Fred Latrico, who entertained generations of Vancouver radio and TV audiences, passed away at his Arizona vacation home yesterday. The actor, weatherman, and host was best known for his Latra Morning radio show on CFun and Kiss FM. The 69-year-old died after a brief illness. Latrico was survived by his mother, stepfather, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews, and above all, his wife and longtime broadcasting partner, Kathy.
It has just this innate ability to entertain. He stored everything up here. He wasn't reading out of books. He wasn't subscribing to prep sheets like a lot of us broadcasters were. Fred could literally just turn on the microphone and wow you.
Well, don't forget, this is the weekend that we set our clocks forward 1 hour for the start of daylight saving time. That means most Canadians will lose 1 hour of sleep when the switchover happens early Sunday morning. Lawmakers in Washington state are looking at ending the annual shift to daylight saving time and putting the state on standard time year-round. BC's Justice Minister says don't expect our province to follow suit.
guess people in Washington might be like people in British Columbia and enjoy those long summer evenings. We certainly do in BC. I know I do, and I bet your listeners and viewers do as well.